Let's talk shop with old school. Yeah. I pay my dues, I know the rules. Let's talk shop with old school.
Coming from the West Coast, city of Long Beach, you know it, bro. We partied on the Queen Mary, yeah, we did the most. If you wasn't from the city, then you did a ghost. The streets don't play, that's how it goes. I pay my dues, I know the rules. Let's talk shop with old school. I took no shortcuts, I'm no fool. Let's talk shop with old school. I paid the cost, I took the loss. Let's talk shop with old school. The game never comes without no pain. Let's talk shop with old school. You can't have no ups without no downs. Let's talk shop with old school.
And Think Smart Publishing, that's how we roll. Old school.
History of the black man settling down with one woman,
Right.
and never desiring to have another, before
Right.
slavery, during slavery, or after slavery.
That's
the black
just the
man
truth.
has never been recorded to have just one woman.
Right. Well, I think there's some actual facts we can look at on that. Monogamy has failed for the white man in America.
But this is like saying it's okay.
It's not me saying it's okay. This is how they're living. I'm giving you the history of what their life is. Black men haven't been waiting on me to tell them it's all right to have more than one woman. Neither have white men. You know, this is just what they...
You go first.
No, your thoughts. Go ahead. Let me hear what you about to say. We ain't waiting around for her to tell us we can have more than one woman. Hit it.
My thing is, we all know that it goes on,
What goes on?
that men have more than one woman.
Mhm.
However, just because it occurs doesn't mean that there aren't going to be consequences.
Can I have more than one woman?
You answer that. You answer.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Put it back.
They do. I'm not talking about fornication and adultery. I'm not talking about one-night stands and running around rampant with other women. That's not the kinds of, when I say more than one woman relationship. I mean that before we came to America, our men had more than one wife and family. And we were satisfied with it because we had not met the monogamy.
So she said women were satisfied with it. Why aren't women satisfied with it today?
Nobody knows if they were truly satisfied.
No. They were satisfied.
Okay, so
they were
I'm-
satisfied. She said they were satisfied.
That's just her speaking.
No, that she know what she talking about. She
Okay.
know what she talking about.
Do you want to get my response?
Okay, go ahead.
This is just me, my perspective, right?
Mm-hmm.
That may have been the way of life prior to us being brought over here, but that doesn't necessarily mean that we were okay with it. Just think about it, okay? I'm a woman and I'm married. I'm just telling you right now. I'm just telling you right now. I'm not okay with it. Now, that's not to say that it doesn't go on. I'm just saying I don't like it, okay? Because it's the thought, the torment of the thought of your man being intimate with another woman. That's torment. Just like it will be torment for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bull.
No, torment is, that's rather,
Graphic?
no, it's dramatic.
Okay, the thought is reality. The thought of you reliving in your mind your mate being intimate with somebody else. How in the hell is that not torment?
Okay, torment is something that's painful.
It is
egregious.
painful. It is.
Okay.
Emotionally.
This is what happens, right? This is how can I say this? Well, what she said is,
I get her. She's not saying that it's right, but
no,
she's just saying it's
right.
she's just saying it's a reality.
Saying, hey, you got to deal with it. Just like
no, that's not what she said.
No, that's what she's saying. That's exactly what she's
saying.
It's
yeah, hey, she is.
Some people may not like that sun is gonna come up tomorrow, but it's coming up. You got to deal with it. That's what she's saying.
Okay, I like that.
That's nature.
I like that.
Yeah.
Don't
put your hand up like that.
No, I'm saying don't when you say that's nature. Okay,
that is nature. That's nature. The sun coming up.
Don't get me off track.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so what she's saying is a reality, right? It's also going to be a reality that there's going to be repercussions behind that woman feeling the way she feels when she finds out. Okay, it's not a threat.
No, I'm asking. Okay. I'm asking, what's the repercussions?
Right. It's a reality that woman is not going to feel good about that going down. Right? So what comes after that? Okay. You have mistrust. You have insecurity. You have anger. She's going to pull away from you or detach emotionally, physically, possibly. So that's going to cause further complications in the relationship, right? So that's what I mean by repercussions behind that. Yeah, you can do that all day long, whatever floats your boat, but get ready for the consequences that's going to come behind it.
All right, put it back on this film.
Idea. We had not met the American white woman who, insists on certain kinds of values in her man. We had not learned envy and jealousy. All right. After coming here, those kinds of ideas were bred into us because of society and the mores that the Americans made up here. And so then we started to have problems with that. But I think that since it is apparent that most of them, not all of them, it's certainly up to the man, do love more than one woman. I got tons of mail. A lot of black men write and tell me that they have had two women for 5, 10, 15, and 20 years, and they can't even get the women to speak to each other. Sometimes they have two families.
What I wanted,
but
Shahrazad, what I want.
That has been going on for decades.
I agree.
Centuries.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
I do want to say though, I love Shahrazad because she does enlighten. Okay, I do agree with a lot of the things that she does say. I just everything right. She said. Of course you do.
Everything.
Okay, of course you do.
She hasn't said anything wrong yet.
Okay, what she's saying is just the reality of what goes on. Okay, we get that. We get that. All I'm saying is, I might not agree with it, but it does go on. But all I'm saying is, men are going to have to deal with the backlash, meaning, when I say backlash, the backlash from that woman that you're in that relationship with. She's not going to take it lightly unless she agrees to be in a polygamous relationship. If she didn't come into this relationship having the notion that this is going to be a polygamous relationship, it's going to be an issue.
Well, women are in polygamous relationships whether they know it or not.
Well, the minute that they find out, that's when the problems are going to come.
But the problem is going to occur within herself, not the man.
It's gonna start within her. It's gonna start with her, but it's not going to end there. If they're in a relationship together, it's going to start there, but it's going to fester into the relationship that is going to in turn affect him too. He's in a relationship, right?
Yeah, he is.
And the way that she feels the issues that she's having, he gonna feel that.
Absolutely. Let's continue.
I talk to a woman who's sharing perhaps the bed and the money and the social life with who I would deem as my man.
If you want to deal in reality, and if you are not insecure, and if you don't think that robs you of something, you would want to know them. If he loves her, you certainly should want to know her.
There are a lot of black women out there who say,
I know they're mad about that idea. I understand,
that would never hold water.
Now, what she just said was, if he loves her,
the other woman,
you should know her. Now,
you should want to know her.
Now, you disagree with that.
That's a hard pill.
You disagree with that. You disagree with that. But I know plenty of women that have sat in your place with the disagreement on that. Their mate have had an outside child with someone else, and they raise it. They love the child because it came from that man.
Or on the opposite of the spectrum, they don't love it because of how it came about.
But they never show that. Well, some
Don't
people
fool
do,
yourself.
but I'm talking about the ones I know. They want that man so much that they deal with whatever, he coming.
So let me ask you this. You come into this marriage as a monogamous marriage, as a monogamous relationship, right?
Right.
Throughout the marriage, things transpire and there's polygamous things going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
You never subscribe to polygamous. You subscribe to monogamous, right?
Right.
So you're supposed to be okay with something that you didn't even initially subscribe to from the gate.
It's not about being okay with. It's about accepting what is.
How can you accept
like I
that?
just told you, you want it to rain tomorrow because it's been so hot. Right?
I'm listening.
It's been so hot. The fact that you want it to rain, it's not going to rain. If you don't see rain, are you going to stop your life? No, you're not. You're going to continue going on because that's the way it is.
Okay, so
that's the way nature intended it. That's the way nature intended it.
Okay, that's your opinion. So because you, it's okay. So you decide that you accept that. Who's to say that you're not going to accept something even 10 times worse? So that man, you give him an inch. That's saying you give him an inch and they'll take a mile.
No, that's right.
Okay, so you accept that. Who's to say that you're not going to accept something like entirely worse?
That's absolutely that you're correct because.
Are you going to establish some boundaries at some point?
Well, you have to establish the boundaries. What you can't do is incarcerate
no, you can't.
Individuals.
Yeah, I agree with that. You can't force anybody to do nothing.
That.
I know that.
You can't do that.
Right.
See, the problem with women today, they want to police a man's penis. You can't do this. You can't. That right there is just,
okay.
It won't work.
I don't want to police anybody's anything. I just want you to do the right thing. A man can't police a woman's, and a woman can't police a man's.
But women try to do it.
I agree with that.
Women try to do it more than men do.
Possibly.
Men don't even try to do that.
Possibly. That don't make it right. That don't make it right. It's going to cause problems.
No, right. You're right. But I'm in agreement. So far, I'm in agreement with what she said.
Of course you are. You're a man because it's in your nature. You want to go out there and poke, on some things.
No, that was
to have a variety.
That was just low. But let's continue with what the sister's saying.
Wait a minute, that's not easy. And that's a frightening thought to most of us. And I don't like that. I'm not for that. I'm in agreement with everybody else. Our men ought to just have one woman. But that is not the reality. I'm trying to get us to deal with some reality for a change. Stop dealing with fantasy. Stop dealing with television. Stop dealing with imagination of how we wish things were. Let's deal with them how they are, what it is, present tense. And
but
if we
because
deal
that's
with that,
happening
then,
doesn't mean I have to.
How do you deal with that? Because do you want to deal with that?
Do I want to deal with what?
Do you want to deal with your woman cheating?
See, it's a difference.
I understand all of that.
So if you understand that, don't ask.
I'm dealing in feelings.
No, we can't deal in feelings because it's not the same.
I didn't say it was the same.
Okay.
I'm dealing in feelings. Would you want to deal with that? Yes or no?
Listen, we don't have to deal with that if we choose not to.
Same goes for us.
No.
We don't have to deal with it either.
Hold on. Okay, do you agree or disagree that it's easier for a man to go out there and find a wife than it is for a woman to go out and find a husband? Okay, so we don't have to deal with that.
Okay.
Listen. We don't have to deal with that. The problem is women want to do the same things men can do.
I don't want to do that.
Okay.
I don't agree with that.
So listen. Once you get to saying that it's the same, it's not the same.
That's not what I said.
No, but that's what you were alluding to.
No.
Okay.
I'm talking
You
literally.
asked, would you like to deal with that? And I'm just telling you.
But I'm not.
Here's the difference.
Okay.
Here's the difference.
I know the difference.
Let's say I go out and I get another woman pregnant. You don't have to see her. You may never have to see her.
How is that possible?
What do you mean? How is that possible?
When the baby has.
Hey, listen.
Birthdays, you think I'm not?
Wait. That's if I decide to tell you. That's if I decide to tell you. Listen to what I'm saying. If I say to myself, you know what, my extracurricular activities out here, I'm not bringing that home. That's where the phrase "don't shit where you lay your head" come in.
So it's dirty. You shit.
Hold on. Wait.
Wait.
No. Whatever I do out in the streets, I'm not bringing it home. So I can actually have, just like our grandparents did, had families across the street, around the corner, and they took care of them. Listen, okay?
How do you take it?
Hold on. Well, let me finish. A man can do that. A woman cannot do that.
I agree. You have to bear the child.
That's right.
No, hold on. No. Hold on. In our situation, no. In our situation, that would not work.
In whose situation?
Ours. I'm getting ready to explain why.
Explain.
I help to take care of the finances, right? I'm making sure bills and things of that nature get paid. I see everything that comes in and out unless you have a whole separate private account. I know how much money you make. I know how much you spend, and you can see just as well as I can see, because we can see on the statements, we can see on the app what comes in and what comes out. If I see a large amount going out, you said you can take care of that other child without letting me know that child even exists.
No.
How?
Listen. It still could be done.
Yeah, you have a separate account, a whole nother business that I don't know nothing about.
Listen, it can be done.
Not with us.
Wait.
I know what you make. So large amounts of money, you got to take care of that kid. That costs money.
Okay.
If money is going out, you don't think I'm gonna question where that money is going?
Okay, listen. You still will not know.
How?
If I take cash out, how you gonna know?
I know everything that comes out of that account.
Okay.
ATM. I'm asking, why'd you take that amount out?
And I can say whatever I want.
I
can say whatever I want.
Yeah, you can say, but I can
listen. The bottom line is, a man can do what he wants to do. A woman can't do it like that.
She can't. A man can do it. She can.
If she can, it's consequences for her, for real.
You too.
No, it's not. It's not consequences for a man like it is for a woman.
No, it isn't. Not so like it is.
Let's leave it at that. Let's leave it at that. Because
we can watch. Go ahead and continue with the video.
Because no. Hold on. Because when you say I watch the account and all that, no, you watch the account, but
I don't watch the account. I said I can see.
You can see still, but that still don't tell you nothing.
Okay, you think
that don't tell you. Okay. See, this is why that
you're right. It's not going to tell me
and all of that.
I didn't say anything about that.
But come on, let's listen to the sister. Listen to the sister.
All right. I'm just gonna tell you that shit wouldn't fly here.
Yeah.
Like that or
no,
want
that
to
means
accept
that you can live in hell. That means you can live in doubt. That means that you can always be checking on your man. That means that you can be insecure and be tearful. And that means you can be disappointed when you find out the real truth. And you don't want to have that in your life. None of us do. But in order not to have that, then we have to deal with some reality and recognize that men are not limited in the way that women are. Men are able to love more than one woman. I'm not talking about, as I said, just a...
Stop.
Hold on. Before you say anything.
No.
How is... Even if you deal in reality, that does not take the emotion from it. You're going to still be insecure. And you're going to still be angry, whether you're dealing in reality. Okay, let's just say, for instance, I deal in reality, and I say, okay, he's got another woman, he loves another woman, he has another family.
That don't take nothing away.
It don't take. No, listen.
That don't take nothing
just
away from you.
What I'm saying is, just because you deal in reality, it doesn't take away the emotion.
Hey, look.
It don't take away the insecurity. It doesn't take away the anger. Just because you're saying to yourself, you can say to yourself a million times, okay, I'm gonna get with this. He has another woman. He has another family. Okay, I got it. I'm gonna deal with that. Do you think that's gonna take the insecurity and the anger away? Hell no. And if you think it is, you're a fool. It's not.
Yeah.
As a human being, You can't subtract your emotion out of your body. We all are humans and we all have emotion that are tied to situations and things that happen, right? How can anyone, you have a daughter, you have two daughters. How can you tell her to not feel after something has occurred? You can't.
No, but what you can do is prepare her for
How?
what's going to take place. I can prepare her.
How can you prepare her for
Because
that?
I'm a man and I know what she's gonna deal
Okay,
with.
but how can you prepare her?
I just tell her.
Just by telling her?
No, just like I tell her, I say, deal with the guy that loves you, not the guy that you love.
Right.
Or deal with the guy that likes you, not the guy that you like. Because in dealing with the guy that likes you, you're gonna have less heartache.
But if you're dealing with somebody that you don't like.
No. But if you're dealing with somebody that you like, you're gonna have heartache.
That's a whole nother topic. But
Yeah. But
I'm not oblivious to the fact that this goes on. Okay, we know that. But how can you prepare yourself to deal with that? How can you be okay?
there's no preparation.
Nobody
for that.
can tell
There's no
you how to be
preparation
okay
for
with that. Okay, so then how do you
ain't
deal
no
with it?
preparation for it. You deal with it as it comes. You deal with it as it comes. See.
Okay, let's just say it came today. How are we gonna deal with it?
Okay, hold on. Do you think? See, disappointments come when you believe, hey, this woman is gonna be with me forever,
Right?
and she ain't gonna never be with another man. She ain't gonna never desire another man. Yeah, I'm gonna beat on it. That's false. We know that's false because it's not the same for us.
Does that lighten the pain? Does that lighten the anger?
No. What
if
it
that
does,
happens, does that lighten it?
What it does is it prepares you for it.
It prepares you for it, but does it take away the feeling?
Well, it depends on the individual and how the individual is equipped with dealing with such transgressions.
Okay, well, let's keep going.
Go ahead.
Random sexual relationship of fornication and adultery and all of that. I mean that there are many black men who have children by more than one woman. What is to become of those children? They need their father.
But if you would cheat on me or walk out on me...
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. We have to get into definition. Who told us that was cheating? Where did that idea come from that that's cheating? And I'm not saying that a lot of men are not just running around. I'm not talking about that. Mm-hmm. But if a woman finds out that her man has been with a woman while she's been with him for 3 or 4 or 5 years, that's a serious commitment and relationship. And if it hasn't taken anything from me, if I'm not going short of anything, and if this is what he thinks his responsibility is, then what kind of hell are you going to go through to prevent that? Since we cannot stop him, we have not been successful. The white woman has not been successful in stopping the white man from having another woman. They call them a mistress. We pick up a lot of that terminology. But a man who has 2 women, that's not necessarily a mistress. That's just his other woman. Now we got 2 choices. We can be the woman or the other woman. We don't have but those 2. Now I know we don't like that.
Yeah, I want to hear what you have to say.
Now, this right here. See, a lot of men, if men are honest, every man will agree with what she said.
Of course.
Every man.
Of course.
But women would understand it too.
Understand what part?
Women would agree with it too if it wasn't so many liars out there as men. Because you got men that'll listen to that and say shit like, "No, that ain't me. I just want one." No, bruh. Stop it. Stop it right now. When you have access to beautiful women that you deem beautiful, that's the outcome. Okay. Now I'm not advocating for it, just like she said, one night stands, all that. No. It's possible for a man to love more than one woman. Hence, he has a mother that he loves. Wait. He has a grandmother.
You love your girl.
Listen.
You love your children.
Listen.
Your daughters.
Okay, me.
Come on.
I love you.
I love my sons. Let's not do that.
That's how I go. You love people.
Everybody
for what
has
they can do for you.
Everybody has a capacity to love somebody other than their mate.
That's right.
Come on.
That's right.
Okay, but that is not what we're talking
So
about.
you understand that. You understand that
Because
until it's the man loving somebody else.
Do you know what I mean when I say that?
I do.
I'm talking about loving your brother, your uncle, your son. Okay? That's what I'm talking about.
No.
I'm not okay with you loving another woman. I'm not okay with that. You wouldn't be okay with me loving another man.
Well,
so I can't be okay with that.
Nature goes against that.
How so?
Nature goes against that. Because nature is set up to where a man can do what he does, but it's not set up that way.
Nature ain't set up that way.
Okay,
that's the way y'all set it up.
Let me explain. If I have 7 women and all of them are virgins, if I have sex with all 7 of those women and they become pregnant, I know who the dad is. You yourself, being a virgin, if you have sex with 7 men, you're not gonna know who the dad is.
What does that have to do? What does that have to do with?
It has a lot to do with what I just said. It has a lot to do with what she said. Nature don't agree with it. That's why you have so many women on these court shows. You are not the father. You are not the father. That's how that goes.
That don't have nothing to do with what we're talking about.
It definitely has a lot to do with what we're talking about.
The point is, I understand that it happens, but I don't agree with it. Okay, it happens.
Okay.
I just been there find out. I've been there find out.
You better not find out.
I've been there find out.
What's gonna happen?
I've been there find out.
Okay.
Because I'm not threatening. It's just there's going to be consequences, and when I say consequences, I mean I'm not going to be happy about it. I'm gonna be upset. I'm gonna be hurt. I'm gonna be angry, and I'm gonna lash all that out on you.
Let me ask you this: would you leave me, the man that I am? Would you leave me if I went out and had another woman and got another woman pregnant?
Don't ask me that.
No, I'm asking the question. That's a serious question. If I go out and I get another woman, listen.
All right.
If I go out, me being the man that I am to you and our family, if I go out and I get another woman pregnant, before you understand the circumstances, everything surrounding it.
What you mean? What circumstance?
Meaning, hey, was she somebody that you loved, or was it somebody that you just had sex with?
That's even worse.
What's worse?
It's worse than if it's somebody you love.
Okay, got it. That's what I'm saying. Would you at least understand the circumstance? What if it was, hey, look, I just had an encounter with her, and there's
a whole lot to unpack. It's a whole lot.
My question is, would you break up your family? Would you break up your family
if you had an outside baby?
Right.
Okay. If you just cheated, no, because I get that happens, right?
Mm-hmm.
Habitual cheater, no. Okay. Cheated, okay. Have a baby, because you're gonna take something from the family. Because no, you left me unprotected. You left me possibly to get a disease.
But that
you don't. Yeah, but I could have got. You don't know that.
No, I'm saying
I could have.
We're not going off could haves.
So now you're going to share something special with someone else that you're going to have to deal with your entire life if you're a good father.
Okay.
If you decide to be in that child's life, you're going to be dealing with that woman and that baby for the rest of your life. So you will be taking something from me, and you will be taking something from your kids, not just financial, emotional, and all of that. No, you gotta go spend time with that baby. And that mama gonna be there.
Let's just say now you got two situations. Okay, you got that, what you just said. You got the guy that he meets a woman, and this is why I said investigating the circumstances. You got the guy that has sex with a woman and she ends up getting pregnant for whatever reason, condom broke or whatever. And she decides to keep the baby, but he don't want her to keep the baby. She keeps it.
Mm-hmm.
And by him being a good man, hey, I'll take care of you. I'll help you out or whatnot, just because that's my seed. And then I'm going to be involved in this. And then you got the other guy that said, look, I told you I didn't want that baby because I got my own family here. I'm not doing that. I don't give a damn what you got going on. You deal with that.
Yeah, but you didn't put yourself at risk for her to be able to make a
Okay,
decision for
that
you
happened.
that you
That was
didn't
the
want to have to
mistake.
make.
That was the mistake. That was the mistake. And he dealt with it. But he's
How he
not,
dealt with it?
listen, he ain't going to spend a night with that person. Like I just said, I asked you the question. I'm not going to spend a night with that
Let's just
woman.
say you did have an outside baby. You gonna
Mhm.
you gonna have a relationship with the baby?
She said, "Would I have a
Yeah.
relationship with the baby?" We gotta dive into the circumstances,
Okay,
right?
that's a whole nother topic. Y'all tune in for the next show.
Okay, there you go.
Like that, you know. But that's the reality of our life at some point. Now it's up to the man.
But what
Every
about-
man doesn't want two
What
women,
about,
but those that
what
do, they're
about our
gonna do it.
morals and our religion?
Whose religion? Whose morals? Not our religion, because we're not practicing the religion of black people anymore. That was taken from us. We don't have our morals anymore. That was taken from us. So whose idea are you representing when you stand up for those values? Not ours.